and you're watching the Pallete podcast. And as you all know, that in every podcast we have new guests with us. And today, Miss Maha GraphicsWali has joined us. She is 24 years old, living in Lahore, Pakistan. So today we will get to know more about her. So her hobbies, the activities she likes, her future goals. So firstly, thank you so much, Miss Maha, for joining me in this podcast. And Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you for having me, Papa. And I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, alhamdulillah. So I introduced you as much as I knew about you. So can you please introduce yourself more briefly?
Okay. So yeah, this is Maha Khan GraphicsWali, and I'm 24 years old. I've been into the teaching field for 3 to 4 years, but recently I took a break from teaching in the conventional schools, and then I came across Rehan Online School Academy, and right now I'm working as an assistant facilitator at Rehan School foundation level class. And I love to cook food. I have done my administration, and moreover, I want to become a successful graphical designer. I love to eat food, and I enjoy spending my time mostly in the kitchens. So yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay, that's great. Eating food is one of my hobbies as well. So my first question to you is that you have been teaching for the past 3 to 4 years. So what subjects do you usually you had been teaching in, and how was your this experience of these 3 to 4 years?
Okay, so yeah, when I started my career, it was actually that I was teaching as a preschool teacher, and then within a year I got into teaching English to grade 4 students, and then teaching English and social studies in Urdu, जिसको हम माशरती उलूम कहते हैं. So English was obviously my cup of tea, but when I talk about माशरती उलूम तो आई वॉज टोटली नॉट गुड इन उर्दू क्योंकि उसके लफ्ज़ बहुत मुश्किल थे तो वो मेरे लिए एक चैलेंज था बट इंग्लिश वॉज फन फॉर मी एंड आई लव टू टीच इंग्लिश एंड फॉर द नेक्स्ट 3 to 4 years I taught English in popular schools like Beacon House.
Okay, that's amazing. And are you still teaching, or you have quitted?
Okay, so yeah, I just took a break from the teaching in the conventional schools, and I'm more for looking forward to help or facilitate in online schools like Rehan School, but not the conventional schools, which are like a lot of pressure for me as a 24 years old. So yeah.
Okay. And what about your major in your own education?
Okay, so I have done my bachelor's in business administration, but along with that, I have been taking some trainings for graphical designing, but they are not yet completed. So I'm just in a process to get good trainers to get hold of good graphical designing degree.
Okay. And was choosing business for your own, choice, or was it like your family said it to you?
Okay, so first of all, I like to say that teaching was never my decision. It was actually because it is the most safe and secure environment for girls to work in. And then when I talk about business administration, I did business administration because at the time I did my bachelor's, there was, I think, not that much universities who were serving graphical designing. So I had no other option. So I selected business administration at least to get a degree. So now, but at this time, we have at Wickenhouse New the National University (BNU). It's serving the graphical designing degree, but at my time it was not there. So yeah, I just try के उस टाइम की ज़रूरत थी तो मैंने फिर बैचलर्स कर लिया था एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के.
Okay. And how did you develop your interest in graphic design?
Okay, so I developed my interest in graphical designing when I saw my elder cousin. He is like a first cousin to me. He's very elder. He got married, and when he started his career, he just told me one thing that every girl can learn computers, but you need to pick up any perfect field in computers that can make you grow. So he gave me an advice to do graphical designing, and then when I saw his work as a graphical designer, it was totally amazing, and that grabbed my attention to be a graphical designer. And later he just told me one thing that shadi ke baad bhi, when you get married, you can continue with this thing because it's not that hectic over your routines. So that's the reason I chose graphical design.
Okay, I agree because all online works, so you don't have to be physically present somewhere. So, are you also like creative or artistic? If someone is pursuing the field of graphic design, usually in person they also like doing painting and stuff like the creative work. So, do you have interest in that also or not?
Okay, so I'm not good in sketching and arts thing, but I can do the same thing using my laptop. I think I can make the same piece better than paper on by using the graphical skills. So yeah, I'm not good at arts and painting, but when I come to the graphical thing, I don't know why and how it comes out all of a sudden.
Okay, and how long you have been doing this course of graphic designing?
Okay, so it's been 2 to 3 years I'm doing it, but still in a process of looking to good graphical designing courses, which I am wondering I find soon because I've been into scams also while I was looking forward to graphical designing courses because it's Pakistan and you never know what happens with you. So yeah, I've been scammed 2 to 3 times, but I am still looking for pro people who can guide me through the nitties and gritties of graphical designing.
Okay, and have you tried giving your services in any platform, any freelancing platform?
Oh, no, not yet, but obviously, when I'm trained, I'll try my best to be part of them.
And what's the best thing you like about graphic designing? And is there any aspect of graphic designing that makes you a little bored?
Okay, so yes, there's some things which I really like. When you talk about the Adobe Photoshop, they're actually very much interesting tools there. And in graphical designing, I really like the word illustrations. So I want to be an illustrator more. So graphical designing is all about illustrations. You sketch out the cartoons, you sketch out sceneries. So that's more interactive towards me if I talk about graphical designing.
Okay, and other than that, other than graphic designing, are there any other online skills that you are looking forward to learn or are interested in?
Okay, so nowadays there's a very much hype of doing this trading thing. I don't know it's authentic or not, but I have seen people going from down to up using those skills. So yeah, I'm much interested in it, but obviously I'm not going to make that my passion or my interest because I just want to explore that how do they do it and how do they reach that point because I've done it once and I've lost a lot of money of mine. So I just want to experience that thing and get the hold of it. Obviously it's also a skill. You cannot just put a hint on okay this will go up or down. It's like you need to have full faith in yourself. You need to have the full skill that how will you manage such things. So yeah, I need to get hold of such skill.
Okay. So my next question to you is that as your business management student, so do you like I'm particularly looking forward to work in the business and e-commerce field. So do you think that business is more like a male dominant field these days in the present year?
Okay, yeah, obviously. It's not about business, Faba. It's actually everywhere in Pakistan. We're all living in a male dominant society. I just talked about this that being of whatever age girl are you, but you never know that you have, if you're working at a place, you have, I think, 75% of males there and 35% are females. So in business field, yes, you're absolutely right. I have come. There is a very I don't remember somebody in Pakistan, or I cannot count somebody on my fingers who is a businesswoman. But there are businessmen. There are famous businessmen like Sir Rehan Alawala. He is a businessman. That's why he's serving the society. So like I cannot count anybody. So but I would like to give you an advice that whatever your field is just don't get away from it because of any of the factor. Just face the world and whatever is the issue, you will make the path when you are strong. So just don't worry, get worried about this, that the male dominant society never lets you up, because obviously Allah Taala का एक वो है कहना कि मर्द की जात आपसे बेशक बहुत ताकतवर है और हम औरतें बहुत कमजोर होती हैं in any way, and that's true. Emotionally, physically, we're very very weak. हमें कोई कुछ कह देता है तो हम जितना मर्जी स्ट्रांग बन जाए, at a point we start crying or we get off that thing. बट मर्द की जात बहुत ताकतवर है, तो इससे इसलिए हमें अब अब I'm seeing that there are women who are trying their best to come in all of the departments. I can see females leading many famous departments, like Arfa Kareem in Pakistan, in Lahore. It's been managed by a very famous personality. I've seen Gulsana Mansha, my mother, as an educationist, as a public figure. So yeah, there are females who are also doing a great job being in the male dominant society.
Okay, I totally agree with you, and you conveyed the message really nicely. I think so it's all about the mindset because people have resonates some fields that they are only for men and the other fields are only for women, even though it's not true, of course. Now, these days, it's definitely not. It's going on like gender equality. So, my next question to you is that you are interested in graphics, Wali, and now you are also the part of Rehan School. You are facilitating in Rehan School. So, how was the experience of joining Rehan School and the differences you saw, and what was most fascinating about thing about it?
Okay, so yeah, obviously, I was first of all as a teacher, मैं मैं थोड़ा सा I was happy. I was really happy actually because I what the teaching would be myself myself when I was getting my degrees. I was when getting taught by my teachers. तो मुझे भी कभी किताब के अलावा कोई सबक नहीं पढ़ाया गया. I was always taught कि ये वाली किताब नहीं खत्म करोगी अगली क्लास में नहीं जाओगी. So yeah, and when I became a teacher, तो मेरे ऊपर एक और बर्डन आ गया क्योंकि मैंने वो किताब खत्म करवाने में अब ज़्यादा रोल अदा करना था. Difference between the conventional and Rehan school was that Baba, I totally want to appreciate Sir Rehan Alawala who step of picking up generation कि किताब ही educate नहीं कर सकती. आपके पास अगर AI tools की एक proper knowledge है, you know how to go about things, you know how to use ChatGPT, you know how to use Call Annie, so you can be educated. So books don't matter, and I think that nowadays books are not mattering to none of us. Like we can see in our school, Rehan school, we have been seeing 50 to 60 years old uh, adults who are taking the gold, I think gold class something. I'm not sure about the name, and then there are students like me, like you, who are young. Everybody has. You do not have any age to learn. You can learn in any of your ages. But I feel like conventional or Rehan school mein, it's a drastic change, and I feel very relaxed when I'm working here. मुझे कोई ये नहीं होता कि मैंने कॉपियाँ चेक करनी है, मैंने लेसन प्लानर्स बना के देने हैं, मैंने बच्चों की कॉपियाँ अगर गलत चेक हो जाएंगी तो मेरे पास पेरेंट्स आ जाएंगे, ये आपने क्या कर दिया है. सो आई हैव टू मेक माई सेल्फ in a way that I have to just improve my communications. I have to improve my English. I have to improve my Urdu. Now I can just 2 days back I did my first interview, and I think this is my seventh one. So I am so pro in the seventh कि मुझे पता है कि मैंने किससे क्या क्या बात करनी है, because you दुनिया में और आखिरत में भी आपकी किताबें आपके काम नहीं आनी. आपने जो लोग earn किए ना, the people you've earned, that's the biggest key respect. और अगर आपको, if you're sitting somewhere in a good company and the good people know you, that's your achievement. किताबें तो फिर क्या ही बताएं हम. किताबें मैंने भी पढ़ी आज. What am I? I'm sitting in front of you. We have a big age difference. 10 साल का होगा, 5 साल का होगा, लेकिन एज डिफरेंस है. लेकिन आज हम एक ही जगह पे बैठे हैं. तो एजुकेशन डिग्रीज डोंट मैटर एट ऑल.
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है। मेरी अपनी मदर भी टीचर हैं, सो आई नो जो प्रेशर जितना मैं एज अ स्टूडेंट जो लेती थी उससे ज़्यादा प्रेशर मेरी मदर थी, क्योंकि स्पेशली क्योंकि वो जो छोटे हैं बच्चे और उनको मॉन्टेसरी लेवल की वो टीचर थी। सो उस लेवल में भी आपको इतना टेंशन और ये वो बच्चों को उतने छोटे लेवल पे भी बच्चों पे प्रेशर होना कि हर चीज़ याद करनी है, ए टू ज़ेड करनी है। सो ट्रेडिशनल स्कूलिंग, आई एग्री, कन्वेंशनल स्टडीज़ हमारी जो क्रिएटिविटी है स्टूडेंट्स की वो काफ़ी हद तक बिल्कुल डेड हो जाती है। ये जो चीज़ मैं खुद भी एक्सपीरियंस कर चुकी हूँ। सो आई टोटली एग्री विद यू. सो मेरा आपसे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है कि आपके ओपिनियन में क्या जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके लिए स्किल्स लेना जहाँ पर इम्पोर्टेंट है क्या, क्योंकि वो उसी लोगों ने कहना स्टार्ट कर दिया है, जो लोग अक्सर यहाँ स्कूल के स्टूडेंट्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा सुनते हैं कि आप लोग यहाँ पे स्किल्स वगैरह सीख रहे हैं, ये काम करें, डिग्री नहीं ले रहे. सो क्या वाकई आपको लगता है कि पाकिस्तान में रहते हुए डिग्री की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस आप समझती हैं, और क्या वाकई आपको लगता है कि रेहान स्कूल के अलावा भी बच्चों को डिग्री पे फोकस करना चाहिए या नहीं?
Okay. So, Papa, can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you.
That's great. Okay. So yeah. Yes, a very good question. I must say. पापा, पता है क्या बात है कि जैसे हम पहले कहते थे ना कि वो कार्ट होगी ना, डोंकी कार्ट, तो ही हम ट्रैवल करेंगे. और अब हम कहते हैं कि गाड़ी के बगैर हम एक कदम भी नहीं चल सकते. सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट योर माइंड सेट, इट्स मोर अबाउट द टाइम. सो इफ द टाइम इज चेंजिंग और डोंकी कार्ट से कार आ गई है, और कार से फिर एक टाइम आएगा कि वी विल बी वॉकिंग ऑन streets or using bicycles, using less of the messing up less of the air. So हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि पुराने ज़माने के लोग कहते थे, लाइक हमारी, मुझे याद है, माय मदर टुक द डिग्री शी वांटेड. बट अभी अगर मैं बात करूँ तो अगर आपने 14 जमातें पढ़ ली हैं तो ठीक है, मतलब कि आई हैव सीन पीपल पापा दैट वो अगर पढ़े लिखे नहीं है ना, दे आर डूइंग वंडर्स. ज़रूरी नहीं है आपके पास किताब हो या आपने कोई एजुकेशन या डिग्री ली हो तो आप एजुकेटेड हैं. मैंने ऐसे जाहिल जाहिल लोग भी देखे हैं, दे आर डूइंग अ लॉट टू द सोसाइटी. We have Mark Zuckerberg who created Facebook. We have Bill Gates who bunked the school, left the school, dropped out it, and he's such so rich. So ये हमारी एक माइंडसेट है कि डिग्री ली है तो ही आपको दुनिया एक्सेप्ट करेगी. नो. अब मुझे लगता है कि अगर आपके पास चैट जीपीटी की डिग्री है तो आपको दुनिया एक्सेप्ट करेगी. अगर आपको पता है ना कॉल एनी क्या है, देन यू आर बीइंग एक्सेप्टेड इन द वर्ल्ड. एंड इफ यू डोंट नो इट, फॉर पीपल यू आर एन एलियन. सो आई वुड जस्ट सजेस्ट द पीपल कि ठीक है, लो, जैसे आई हैव डन माय बैचलर्स. अब व्हाई डू वी टेक डिग्री? अब लोगों को लगता है कि डिग्री भी सिर्फ एजुकेशन के लिए जाती है. आप यूनिवर्सिटी जाते हैं, यू टॉक टू पीपल, and there you develop a chain of talking to people, you make friends, and from friends you make communications, और उसको connections कहते हैं. और यूनिवर्सिटी सिर्फ पढ़ाई का नाम नहीं है. अगर आप जा रहे हैं, मेक गुड फ्रेंड्स, मेक गुड कनेक्शंस, ताकि इन फ्यूचर अगर आप कभी रेस्टोरेंट खोलें ना, तो यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ चेन ऑफ पीपल जिनके साथ आप बैठ के ये बात कर सकें कि यार आई नीड योर हेल्प विद दिस. So degrees are not always covers. It's not a paper. You need, then you get groomed. I myself, I know what I was when I wasn't going to the university. But as soon as I stepped out, I felt my whole personality into a different person. So degree ज़रूरी है लो, but उतनी लो. अब what is the फायदा of PhD? आपने जाके फिर अपना, you are going to nail down onto a very normal pay scale. ठीक है, हमारे पीएचडी होल्डर्स भी, दे आर नॉट गेटिंग करोड्स, नो, दे आर गेटिंग अ वेरी एवरेज अमाउंट ऑफ सैलरीज. बट आई फील लाइक जो जाहिल लोग हैं जिन्होंने कुछ नहीं पढ़ा एंड दे जस्ट रन आउट ऑफ स्कूल्स, आई कैन नेम अ लॉट ऑफ देम who are earning in I think billions and trillions also. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So my next question would be that जहाँ पे अभी आपने बात की नेटवर्क कनेक्शंस वगैरह की, सो अभी तक जितना मैंने टाइम स्पेंड किया है रेहा स्कूल के अंदर, मैंने जो चीज़ देखी है, मेरा गोल भी यही है, नेटवर्क्स को बिल्ड करना. क्योंकि जहाँ पे आपने भी बात मेंशन की कि जब भी हम कोई चीज़ स्टार्ट करते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स हमारे पास नेटवर्क होना बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है, तभी हम खुद को कहीं पे अपने आप को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स. सो आप हमें अपना थोड़ी-सी नेटवर्किंग जर्नी बताइएगा. आप क्या ईज़िली नेटवर्किंग में एंगेज हो जाती हैं या आपको टाइम लगता है लोगों के साथ कनेक्ट करने में?
अच्छा, अब ऐसा है कि आई एम नेचर वाइज एक्सट्रोवर्ट पर्सन. So it does not take to connect to people. और मुझे लगता है from the time I've been joined by Rehan School, मैं I'm not the one who is who has been messaged कि हमने आपका इंटरव्यू लेना. आई एम दैट वन जो लोगों को कह रही कि मेरा इंटरव्यू ले लो, आई एम अवेलेबल फॉर यू. बल्कि ऐसे लोग नहीं होते, दे आर वेरी रूड. आई हैव फेस्ड सच थिंग्स. बट मैं जस्ट टू मेक श्योर दैट मेरे से कल को किसी को अगर 0.5 भी फबा देयर लर्न्स नथिंग लेस देन, मतलब कि मेरे लिए एक वो बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है कि मुझसे कोई बच्चा कोई बच्ची अगर मेरे इंटरव्यू के दौरान कुछ सीख लेते हैं तो दैट्स अ बिग अचीवमेंट. सो या आई एम वेरी इजी टू नेटवर्क. और मुझे लगता है कि कल को मेरे माय ग्रैंडफादर यूज्ड टू से समथिंग, मे गॉड रेस्ट हिज सोल इन पीस. मतलब कि मुझे वो कहते थे कि कुछ भी हो जाए ना, आप जब मर जाओ ना, तो यू मस्ट हैव a huge good amount of people standing behind on your grave. नॉट कि ऐसे लोग भी होते हैं ना, जब आप मर जाते हो कहते हैं इसने मेरा ये देना था, इसने तो मेरा इतना देना था, ये तो बड़ा बुरा था. नो, यू मस्ट हैव पीपल who who cry from heart for you that no, she did something good for the world and now she's not there. So just make that strong connections, or not in the after when you're dead. uh, Obviously, for example, if I open up my restaurant, if I have good connections, I can pick up any of my friend and I'll ask him, chalo, you do the advertising for me. Obviously he's my friend, he'll charge, or she's my friend, she'll charge me less. But then when you do not have a communication, सो ट्रस्ट मी, वो फिर रेस्टोरेंट भी आपने ही चलाना है, जिम्मेदारी है. तो एक चेन जब बनानी है ना, तो फिर मेक श्योर दैट यूर एंड लोग पता है क्यों कहते हैं, दे जस्ट मेक वन टाइप ऑफ कनेक्शन कि बस लोगों से बात किया करें. नहीं, अब जैसे मैंने इंटरव्यू टू टू वेरी वाला, सो के हेल्प इन दोस.
Okay, that's really true, and thank you for sharing it with us. So now my next question would be, आपने अभी तक का जो रेहान स्कूल में टाइम स्पेंड किया, सबसे अच्छा इंटरेक्शन आपका किसके साथ रहा है अब तक, और कितना अर्सा हो गया वैसे आपको रेहान स्कूल के साथ जुड़े हुए?
It's been just half a month. And अभी I think if I'm not wrong, क्योंकि मैं गिन नहीं रही थी, but अभी I was planning to count my interviews. I think you were the seventh one, and after you I have one more. So I will done my 10 interviews by Sunday. So अभी तक I feel like I was asking the same question कि अभी तक सबसे अच्छा किसने किया. But everybody has their own charm. Everybody is doing a very great job, I must say. सबके questions शुक्र है different है. I'm not getting bored at all. But मुझे बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है. मिस मरियम जुल्फ़कार का और मेरा बहुत अच्छा गया था, because she's elder, so she asked her very good questions. So लेकिन बाकी सब बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. आप भी, मारिया भी, there are a lot of people who have done my interview, and you guys are doing an amazing job.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. सो अब मैं आपके साथ छोटा सा एक रैपिड फायर क्वेश्चंस करूँगी, ताकि थोड़ा सा हम इस इंटरव्यू को फन वे में एंड करें. सो
Okay.
सो
Yeah.
मेरा पहला पहला क्वेश्चन आपसे बहुत सिंपल होगा कि आप कैट्स ज़्यादा प्रेफर करती हैं या आप डॉग्स को प्रेफर करती
Okay, I prefer cats.
हैं? एंड इफ़ यू एवर हैव अ कैट एज अ पेट, व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू नेम हिम और हर?
I have 5 cats in my house right now.
Oh, that's amazing. I love cats.
So, yeah. So one of them is a male, and his name one is a female. Her name is Snowy, and then she has 3 little. वो थोड़े महीने पहले ही they came to the earth. So रखा है, एक का नाम रखा है कैश, रखा है डाउनी, और एक का नाम रखा है पिन. तो मुझे बहुत तंग.
ओके, आई मस्ट से कि आपका घर में अब ज़्यादा रौनक हो जाएगी, क्योंकि अब लाइक एनिमल्स के होने की वजह से भी अब बहुत ज़्यादा आपके घर में लाइक आप इन ज़्यादातर ये भी होता है कि इंसान मसरूफ़ रहता है घर में
बहुत
पेट्स
पीसफुल
वगैरह.
environment.
ओके, सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ दैट आर यू अ मॉर्निंग पर्सन और आर यू अ नाइट आउल?
I cannot hear you. Can you repeat it?
श्योर. आर यू अ मॉर्निंग पर्सन और आर यू अ नाइट आउल?
Okay, I'm a morning person. I'm a person because जो मैं morning person हूँ, सुबह जल्दी उठ जाती थी around 7ish, और
ओके, एंड व्हाट आर योर हॉबीज अदर देन कुकिंग? Can you hear me?
Papa, हाँ, now I can hear you. What are your आपने जो last question
Hmm.
बोला हुआ?
What are your hobbies rather than cooking?
Okay, what are my hobbies? Yeah, rather than cooking. So I like to watch content, and then I like to read articles and then research about them. Recent hobby of mine is this.
Okay, and as you already told us in your introduction that you are so fond of cooking. So, what's one thing that you have cooked so far, and you think that it was the best thing you have cooked?
Biryani. I'm a pro of any type.
Okay, that's great. And what is your favorite food?
My favorite food, as I'm a Lahori, see, I can eat kadahi, I can eat biryani, I can eat nihari, I can eat seekh kebab and barbecue. So yeah, desi is my first thing on my plate.
Okay, so as you are living in Lahore, and I am also. So, what are your favorite places in Lahore?
Okay, my favorite places in Lahore. Um, I like Badshahi Mosque a lot. Uh, it's very peaceful place, I must say. Other than that, I like places. I like there's a place in defense. When it's not rushy, I like it, but when it's rushy, I don't like it at all. Then in Lahore, there's one place. It's my home. I like it a lot.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah.
amazing. So, now, what countries are in your bucket list that you will love to travel in the future?
I did not get the question.
Okay, what countries are in your bucket list that you will love to travel in future?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yeah, you have to repeat the last question.
Sure. What are your favorite countries that you will love to visit in future?
Are Canada. I'm very, very, very much interested to go to Canada. I am. I want to go to Turkey, and I want to visit Venice. Must.
Okay. And as I have already taken a lot of your time, so lastly, what advice or would you like to give us, or any life lesson that you have learned?
Okay. So, an advice to all the people who are watching, of my age or who are elder than me, because you never stop learning from people around you. So, I just want to take out a moment and tell you that you all are beautiful from inside and outside. Whatever you are, you just need to avoid negative energy from yourself. You just need to stay and let in as much positivity as you can. Keep smiling and make sure that from your words or your actions, you're never hurting people around you. So, yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay, that's such an amazing advice that you have conveyed, and I wish more people act on it. So, thank you so much once again for joining me in this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and my questions didn't make you bored. So,
Thank you so much for having me, and I really enjoyed this podcast.
okay, everyone. So, I will end my live stream over here. I will be